It was the most advanced fighter the world had ever seen, a ghost in the sky, untouchable, invisible, unstoppable. And then they stopped building it, a $1 trillion project, frozen, forgotten. But now, in the shadow of rising threats, the Raptor returns. The F-22 is getting upgrades, new weapons, new sensors, and a new mission in a new era. Why is America bringing its air dominance king back into the spotlight? And can it still rule the skies in 2025 and beyond? This is the story of the Raptor's second life. In the late 1970s, the United States faced a chilling reality. The Soviet Union had developed the Su-27 and MiG-29, fast, agile, deadly. American air superiority was no longer guaranteed. The Pentagon launched a secretive program, the Advanced Tactical Fighter, or ATF. Its goal, build the most powerful air dominance fighter the world had ever seen. Two prototypes were built, the Northrop YF-23 and the Lockheed YF-22. Both were revolutionary, but only one would survive. In 1991, after a dramatic fly-off, the YF-22 was declared the winner. It promised unmatched speed, stealth, and agility. Lockheed Martin got the contract, and the F-22 Raptor was born. The first production model flew in 1997. By 2005, it officially entered service with the US Air Force. But then, something unexpected happened. Just a few years later, the entire program was cut. Production stopped at only 187 operational jets. No exports, no second chance. Why did the US cancel the most advanced fighter in history? And why are they upgrading it now? The F-22 was never defeated in combat. In fact, it never even faced a real challenge. But in 2012, production was halted. The official reason: the Cold War was over, and the future seemed stable. Some called it a mistake, others a strategic shift. Either way, the Raptor was grounded before it ever showed its full potential. Fast forward to today, and the world looks very different. China is building stealth fighters like the J-20, Russia has the Su-57, and fifth-generation warfare is no longer theory, it's reality. The US Air Force realized something critical. The F-35 is versatile, but it's not a pure air dominance machine. That role still belongs to the F-22, and to keep it lethal, it needs to evolve. That's why the Raptor is getting a second life, through cutting-edge upgrades, not just to survive, but to dominate. The modernized F-22 isn't just a tweak, it's a transformation. Let's break down what's changing and why it matters. First, the brains. The F-22's old mission computer was powerful in 2005, but today it's been upgraded with faster processors and smarter code. The Raptor can now track more targets, process threats faster, and adapt to complex battle environments in real time. It's no longer just stealthy, it's smart. The AN/APG-77 radar was once state-of-the-art. Now it's enhanced with improved range, resolution, and jamming resistance. The Raptor can detect enemy aircraft before it's ever seen, even stealth targets, even beyond visual range. And thanks to electronic warfare upgrades, it can now confuse or blind enemy radars. It's not just a hunter, it's a ghost with a sting. The F-22 used to carry older variants of AIM-120 and AIM-9, not anymore. The upgraded jet can now launch the AIM-120D, a long-range, high-precision air-to-air missile, and the AIM-9X Block 2 capable of locking on after launch. That means the Raptor doesn't even need to face its enemy to destroy it. There are also plans for integration of hypersonic missiles in the future, turning it from a defender into a global threat. One of the F-22's biggest weaknesses was its lack of real-time data sharing. That's changing. New software and link systems allow limited connection to F-35S, AWACS, and even drones. It's not perfect, but it's a massive leap. The Raptor is no longer flying alone. The airframe hasn't changed, but the skin has. New radar-absorbing coatings reduce its infrared and radar signature even further. Enhanced threat warning systems give pilots earlier alerts, and new countermeasures make it harder to lock on and even harder to hit. Against modern air defenses, the Raptor is now harder to see and harder to kill. This isn't nostalgia, it's preparation. The Raptor is being rebuilt for a new generation of threats, because in the wars of tomorrow, air superiority still matters. The F-22 is a legend, but it's not alone in the skies anymore. New 5th generation fighters are rising and challenging American dominance. So how does the Raptor stack up against the best of the best? First, the F-35 Lightning II, sleek, smart, and far more modern in systems and networking. But while the F-35 is a multi-role fighter, the F-22 was built for one purpose: total air dominance. It's faster, more agile, and harder to beat in a dogfight. Think of the F-35 as a Swiss Army knife, the F-22 is a sword. Now, Russia's Su-57, it's stealthy on paper, but in reality, its radar signature is larger and its systems are still evolving. It's powerful and maneuverable, yes, but not combat proven. Against an F-22 in beyond visual range combat, it probably wouldn't see the missile coming. Then there's China's J-20, large, long range, and equipped with modern avionics. It's clearly built for intercept missions, not dogfighting. Its maneuverability lags behind both the F-22 and the Su-57. And while its stealth is impressive, it's not at the Raptor's level. The Raptor's biggest threat isn't any single jet, it's time. As new fighters evolve, the F-22 must adapt or fade. And that's exactly why modernization is happening now. The F-22 is a masterpiece, but it's not without flaws. First, the cost. Each flight hour costs over $70,000. That's more than most jets in the US inventory. Second, the fleet size. Only 187 combat-capable Raptors were ever built, and no more can be made. The production lines are gone. Third, it wasn't built for the digital battlefield. While upgrades have improved data sharing, the F-22 still lags behind the F-35 in network warfare. It also lacks advanced helmet-mounted displays, no 360 degrees infrared vision, no built-in drone coordination, at least not yet. And finally, the airframe is aging. Every hour in the air brings it closer to retirement. So why not replace it? That answer is coming next. The future of air combat is already being built, and it has a name: NGAD Next Generation Air Dominance. It's not just a new fighter, it's a system of systems. Piloted jets, AI-driven drones, advanced sensors, and weapons we haven't even seen yet. Its mission: replace the F-22, not because the Raptor failed, but because warfare has changed. NGAD will be faster, smarter, stealthier, designed to operate deep inside enemy territory, with or without a pilot. It'll fly alongside autonomous drones, known as loyal wingmen, that can scout, jam, or even strike. Think of it not as a plane, but as an airborne ecosystem. The first NGAD prototypes are already flying in secret. The US Air Force plans to field it by the early 2030s. But until then, the skies still belong to the Raptor. Modernized, upgraded, battle ready. The F-22 story isn't over, it's just passing the torch with one final flawless flight. The F-22 was built to win a war that never came, but in doing so, it changed the future of air combat forever. For over 2 decades, it has flown unseen, unmatched, untouched. It trained generations of pilots, it shaped enemy strategies, and it kept American airspace untouchable. In a world of rising threats, it still stands as a symbol of what dominance looks like. Yes, the Raptor is aging, but it's not fading, it's evolving, one upgrade at a time. And when the final chapter is written, it won't just say, the F-22 was the best. It'll say, the Raptor redefined what a fighter jet could be. And that legacy will fly for decades to come.